Hello yogis. In today's session, we will practice some asanas which specifically benefit the sacral chakra. The second chakra is physically located next to your hips and sacrum, just below your navel, and is said to be the seat of your reproductive organs. Energetically, this chakra rules emotions, creativity, and sensuality. For today's practice, we will need one block, and if you don't have a block, you can just roll the towel or use a thick book. So if you are ready, my friends, let's begin our practice. We begin our practice with a reclined butterfly pose. For this pose, you will need your block, so keep it next to you. Carefully release yourself down on the back. Grab your block and place it underneath your sacrum. When you get comfortable, bring soles of your feet together and release your knees on both sides of you. Find the comfortable position of your feet. They can be close to your body or further away. It doesn't really matter. And we'll practice Yoni Mudra. Take your index fingers and thumbs together, creating a little triangle, and place it on top of your navel, keeping your belly button in the middle of it. Yoni Mudra is known to awaken feminine energy and benefit reproductive system. Close your eyes and let's take a few deep breaths. Inhale, expanding your belly out like a balloon. And exhale, bring your belly in and relax. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Keep breathing and feel the movement of your breath. On the inhale, expand your belly out. And on the exhale, contract your belly in. Take a few more breaths on your own. Feel opening you're creating in your inner thighs and your hips. Let the gravity do a work. Try to relax even more. Inhale, expand. And exhale, release. Wherever you are, let's take one more deep breath in. And completely exhale all the air out. Release your yoni mudra and bring your knees together. Help yourself with your hands. Extend both legs long. And just take one more breath. Bring your right knee close to your chest and give it a nice squeeze. Maybe flex and point your foot. Feel the change in stretch. When you flex your foot, you feel your hamstrings on the back of your leg, and when you point, you feel your shin in front of your leg. Take a few circles, warming up your ankle, and reverse. And move your knee from side to side, getting into the hips. And you can extend your right leg long. Bring your left knee close to your chest and give it a nice hug. And alternate, flex and point your foot. Feeling the sensations in your left leg. Take a few ankle circles, one way, and reverse. And move your knee from side to side. And you can release your leg long on the mat. Bend both knees. Feet are grounded on the floor. Lift your tailbone up. Release your block. Release your pelvis down. Place your block in between your thighs and really squeeze the block with your inner muscles, inner leg muscles. Both hands are down on the mat. Press down and raise your pelvis up to a bridge pose. Shrug your shoulders in, and maybe you connect your hands, interlace your fingers. We'll stay for a few breaths. Inhale, really squeeze this block. and exhale. Take a few more breaths. One more breath in and breath out. Release your hands and slowly release your hips down on the mat. Take your block and move it aside. You can hug both knees close to your chest and just roll on your back from side to side. And forward and back until you come to a seated position. Cross your legs and come to hands and knees. We'll take a few hip circles, so move forward and back. Really working through your hips. And let's reverse the circles and move the other way. Go back to the center, tuck your toes, and let's enter down dog. And you can pedal your dog, bending your knees one by one and extending the back of your legs. Reaching your belly close to your thighs, reaching your heels towards the floor. And find stillness for one breath. Look forward and step your right foot forward in between your hands. Release your back knee down, untuck your toes, and rise up to low lunge. And sink your hips lower. We'll stay for 3 breaths. Try to keep your hips in one line. So intentionally move your right hip forward and left hip back. One more breath. And release your hands down on the mat. Extend your front leg, flexing your foot, half splits. Take 3 more breaths. Rebend your front knee and come to low lunge once again. Bring your right hand on the inner side of your right leg and heel toe your right leg close to the edge of your mat. Lizard pose. Take one breath. And go lower on your elbows. 3 more breaths here. Rise up on your hands and just move your right foot towards your left hand. Come into a pigeon pose. Stay up for 1 breath. And go down on your elbows for additional 3 breaths. Rise up on your hands. Tuck your back toes and engage your core. Step back to down dog. Find a moment of stillness for 1 breath. And look forward. Step your left foot forward. Release your back knee and untuck your back toes. Rise up and sink your hips down. And again, the whole time, try to keep your hips square. 1 line facing the front of your mat. So intentionally move your left hip back and right hip forward. 3 breaths. Release your hands down and extend your front leg, flexing your foot, half splits. 3 breaths. Rebend your front knee and move your left hand on the inner side of your left leg. Heel toe your left leg to the outer edge of your mat. Lizard pose, 1 breath. And let's go lower on your elbows for 3 more breaths. Rise up on your hands and move your left foot towards the right hand. Pigeon pose. Stay up for 1 breath. And lower yourself down on your elbows for 3 more breaths. Rise up on your hands. Tuck your back toes. And let's step back to down dog. Take one breath. And walk your feet to the center of your mat. Walk your hands to the center of your mat. Heel-toe your feet apart, keeping your heels in, toes out, and let's squat down to Malasana pose. Keep your hands in a prayer's position in front of your chest. Spine is straight. Pushing through your elbows, opening up your knees, your inner thighs, your groin, and your hips. Take a big inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And out. And let's take final breath together in this beautiful pose. Inhale all the air in. And exhale it all out. Release your hands down and find a sit. Cross your legs. Place your palms down on your knees. Close your eyes. One more final breath to seal the practice. Inhale, belly and chest rising. And exhale, release and relax. Thank you for this wonderful practice. Namaste.